Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads and another Cards to the Universe and Everything video. Okay, today I am going to be looking at a mythic card, the Great Flood. And this is a mythic card I've never really used. It's a super cool card, so I thought I'd build a whole deck around the Great Flood. If you don't know the Great Flood, what does it do? Well, it's 7 for 50. Like I said, it is a mythic. And on the play, for every 2 life and land cards in your deck, your Oceans and Sea cards, wherever they are, gain plus 12 for 3 turns. So actually, it's a super powerful card. So I decided to go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 life on land cards and 8 Oceans and Sea cards. So there's the deck on the left. Let's go through that and then we're going to test it in the league and see how well it does. I'm liking the look of it. It looks pretty good. But as I said, I've never really built a deck around the Great Flood. I have used it a few times, but never built a whole deck around the Great Flood. So, what have we done? Okay, obviously we've got the Great Flood, as I said, on the play. For every 2 life and land cards in your deck, your Oceans and Sea cards, wherever they are, gain plus 12 for 3 turns. That's amazing, actually. And we've got 10. So 5 times 12 is 60 in my reckoning for 3 turns on our Oceans and Sea cards. Pretty good. And as the shark buff is this week, I've also used a lot of shark cards in this deck, but you can swap those shark cards for pretty much anything, I would have thought. Okay, the next card up is Pika. 5 for 25, a limited legendary. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose -7 permanently, and this card gains plus 35 permanently. So pretty useful. This one's going to build up in power as the game goes along. And then I put a few damage cards in this deck. Don't know why, but it just felt right. General Sherman, on the play, your opponent's cards, wherever they are with 50 or more base power, lose -30 this round. Yellow Jacket, one of my all-time favourites. On the start, your opponent's cards in hand lose -5 until played. And then on the play, so when we play this card, your opponent's cards in hand lose -24 this turn. 5 for 43, he is another limited legendary. We've got quite a lot of limited legendaries in this deck. But as I said, you can probably build this 100 different ways, this deck. So the next card up is Douglas Furs, to pair him up with General Sherman, as I always like to do. On the return, if your deck has exactly one other Tremendous Tree card, which we do, it's General Sherman, your Tremendous Tree cards, wherever they are, gain plus 50 until play. So that's going to buff up both of our Tremendous Tree cards. And at 7 for 60, I should say, is pretty powerful card. And then another card I'm absolutely loving at the moment, the Dwarf Hot, or the Dwarf Hot, I reckon that is. Another limited legendary. On the play, if played between 2 life on land cards, your life on land cards in hand gain plus 24 until played. That is awesome. So if we can play him when we've got a whole hand of life on land cards, we're going to get some super mega buffs from that one. And then I've gone with an Ultra Fusion. I have gone with Stampede, another card I don't use very often, but he's pretty good. 8 for 90, so expensive to play. But on the play, your life on land cards, wherever they are, gain plus 25, but you lose 2 energy this round. That's pretty good. I'm guessing that 25 only lasts this round. It's not very clear, that one. Anyhow, moving on, the next card is Roses. If played between 2 cards, so we have to play this one in the middle, increase their energy cost by +2 permanently. Well, I'm not too worried about that. There's loads of energy kicking around this week. And then you give this card 75 permanently. So starting off at 5 for 55. If we can get him around a couple of times, he's going to be a super powerful card. As is the next card, Dracula Parrot. Another cool card to get round as quickly as we can. 5 for 50, just a legendary card this one. On the play, your cards adjacent to this lose -30, so play them on the left or the right, not in the middle. And then, so to lose -30 this turn, and then this card gains plus 60 permanently. So play them a couple of times, you're going to get that card up to some super power. And then I've got another one, quite low energy. I'm not sure why I put this one in, but I do like him. 1 for 0, Kultar. On the return, this card gains plus 60 and costs +1 permanently. So I think we can probably get him around a couple of times as well. And again, towards the end of the game, he is going to have some super power. And then another card that probably doesn't get played as often as it should. It's a super card, Epic Limited, Hippocampus. On the play, your life on land and oceans and sea cards in hand, gain plus 32 this turn. So it doesn't really matter when we play that because we've only got life on land and oceans and sea cards. So it's going to give all of our cards plus 32. And at 3 for 0, you're basically getting 96 for 3. So can't go wrong with that, plus any other buffs that we might add along as we go. And then I said, as we've still got a shark arena, I've included shark cards, but you can swap these for pretty much any oceans and sea cards that complement each other. I've gone with the Thresher Shark. On the draw, your shark cards, wherever they are, gain plus 15 until played. Not bad. Sharks have been super powerful at the moment. I've gone with Mako Shark. On the play, your opponent's oceans and sea cards in hand lose minus 30 this turn. Pretty handy. As I said, lots of people are playing sharks, so that might do a bit of damage to our opponents. And then I've gone with another Ultra Fusion. I thought I'd include the Ultra Fusions because I've been looking at them. I've gone with Tidal Wave. On the return, your Oceans to Sea cards, wherever they are, gain plus 25 and cost plus 1 until played. So again, with all those Oceans and Sea cards, that can give us a little bit of power because that is until played. So 7 for 50, that Ultra Fusion is Tidal Wave. And then a few more sharks just to finish off the deck. I went with Nurse Shark. Your sharks cards, wherever they are, cost minus 1 until played. 7 for 66. I mean, you can swap these for any cards really, but I just like these ones. The Silky Shark's always a nice one. 7 for 68. For every shark cards you've played this game up to a maximum of 6, your shark cards in hand gain plus 5 this turn. So we can only get up to 6. So we've got 6 sharks in there. Let's try and play them all to get that boost for the Silky Shark. And then I've gone with a Port Jackson Shark, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense, but he's a super powerful card. He is 8 for 63. He's going to get those shark buffs. We haven't got 10 or more ocean cards, so we're not going to get the extra 80. But like I said, you can swap any of these shark cards with any other oceans and sea cards. As long as you keep the balance, I think, of 10 life on land cards and 8 oceans and sea cards, I think the Great Flood deck will work really well. And then to finish it off, Hammerhead Shark, always a good bet. Hammerhead, not Hammershed. Hammerhead Shark, where is he? There he is at the bottom. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose minus 10 permanently. 9 for 83, another super powerful card, and you're going to do your opponent a little bit of damage on the way. And that's a permanent damage, so quite useful. Anyhow, that's the deck. Let's go into the league and see how we can do. Right. Let's go. Sorry about that. I got stuck there for a second. Okay, so that is my Great Flood deck. Like I said, you can swap out any of those Ocean Sea cards. And some of those Life and Land cards as well. If you've got your own favourites, you can pop them in. But let's see how we do. So let's go into the league. We are rank 1, 2 shields. So not too bad. Not the God Particle deck that I'm building. Here we go. This is the one. Great Flood deck. Let's double check. Yep, there it goes. Okay, who are we going to play and how is the Great Flood going to perform? There's some massive decks around. We've been coming up against some boxing decks and all sorts of high energy decks, so you never know. This is going to be a good test this week. And I think this deck you can use any week. The energy consumption is not high at all, even though it sounds like it is. It's not that bad. But any medium to high energy week, I think this deck should do quite well. But you can easily change the cost of the energy by swapping around a few cards. Okay, let's have a look. Where is that Shark Arena? The Shark Arena is 4th. There's Great Flood. Let's get him out straight away. With a couple of sharks, so we don't need them for a while. 340, not a bad start. Oh, look at this. We are playing a big deck here. Hemmydale, Christmas Carol. Hello. See what we can do. Asmut. Nice name. Like Duran Duran. Asmut. Okay, so let's get out some of these life and lands. Dwarf 4-2 in the middle. Hippocampus to give us another buff. 199 and the buff from there. 271. That's not bad at all. Ooh, look at his score. Great deck. Great deck. Purple Emperor Planet X. Wow, he's got all the top cards in this deck. Let's see. Great Flood. Can you beat this Asmut? It's going to be tough, but I'm liking the fact that this deck's just going to get stronger and stronger. Look at these shark cards already. We're not even in a shark arena. 392. I'm ahead doing his damage. And we're not a million miles away. We are only 76 behind. A bit of energy saving there. He's got pretty much a cool deck there, I must say. So we are 1-0 down. Okay, Great Flood. This should get stronger. That's my theory on this one. I think Stampede, Douglas Fir, Stampede, Altar, let's get him out, and Douglas Fir, yeah, 225. Not the highest score, but that's going to help buff up all of our cards. I've been practicing, Asmut. Let's see how we can do. Oh, he's piling out these big cards. Look at that. Okay, Asmut, need to think about this. Come on, Great Flood. I'm sure you can do well. Anyhow, we're getting a bit of power. That's the plan with this deck, as I said, was to maybe start off a little bit weak, but I don't like to normally play General Sherman, apart from on the first turn, but I think we don't have a choice here. Spiderwave and Dracula, get him buffed up. 340. Oh, this is a little bit closer. We're back in the game. We are back in the game. So we are a little bit behind. You've got some Curious Cuisine cards. That's the next arena. Let's be careful with that. I'm liking his deck. It's a really good deck you've got there, Asmut. Okay, we are 59 behind. We've got some good cards now. Let's go with a Great Flood. Let's do these shots. 407, that's good. Can he power his way through? Oh, we're going to win that. We are going to win that. Hell, absolutely useless for him at the moment. Okay. I like the Hope Diamond, but okay, I feel better now. Sorry about that, Asmut. 1-1. Now we're into the Curious Cuisine. Hopefully he hasn't got many cuisine cards left. So I'm thinking Rose in the middle and Dwarf. He needs to go in the middle, doesn't he? No point playing him there. What can we do here? What can we do? Let's move him back. Let's play maybe. There we go. 3-4-8. Didn't want to waste my Dwarf Hotwood. Oh, look at that. Testudo, Hemerdale, Christmas Carol. But we're still edged into the lead. Now he's got some big cards. He's looking good. So let's try and get... Oh, this could be good actually. We can do those 3 life on land cards together here. And get 2 buffs. One from Dwarf and one from Hippocampus. Play Jacket. 196 plus the 24 buff from Dwarf. Plus the 58. He's only playing 2 cards? Why is he only playing 2 cards? Base and oh, there we go. Okay, he's not. Come on, Great Flood. Let's do it. Oh, what a pull by Asmut. That is a great score. Oh my word. Okay, I was getting a little bit too confident there. I'm not surprised. Look at his energy cost though. He is running high on energy. Probably not a problem to be honest this week. So we don't really want to play those sharks because Shark Arena's next and we're going to need to win that arena because I don't think we're going to win this round. Stampede and Douglas Fir. Let's keep buffing up those cards. Nice hit. There's those Curious Cuisine cards. Well played, Asmut. Well played. I do have a plan though. We should definitely win by only using our shark cards or our oceans and sea cards next round. And our life on land cards should be pretty powerful. So, where are we? Again, we don't get that buff with the Port Jackson one, but never mind. I'm ahead, 6-3-2. We should pile through this Shark Arena. Even without the arena boost, we're still going to get a good score with these Sharks, to be honest. Yeah, he's being cautious. He's trying to build his energy up. He probably realises now that I've got some Sharks. Doo-doo-doo-doo. How does it go? No, that's not Jaws, is it? Okay, dear, what we got here? Blood and Tidal Wave. We want to keep these. Well, let's throw him out the way. He's useless now at the moment. Didn't get as powerful as I was hoping he would do, Coulter. So he's trying to get himself ready. He's kind of given up on this round by the looks of it, which doesn't surprise me. Okay, I wonder what he's got that's going to give him any power though. We might be alright here, you know. I'm thinking, look at those Dracula, Parrot, General Sherman and Pika. Let's put him out. He's not strong enough. Or is he? Yeah, he is. 472, we don't need any more. Yeah, he didn't even play. Okay, we have got some really powerful cards coming around now. We've got Dracula Parrot really up. We've got General Sherman looking really good. I'm feeling a little bit confident here. I'm not sure if he's got much power. As in power on his cards. General, Roses and Dracula. 440, we're going to lose a little bit. Do we do that? Yeah. Hope we can get in the lead here. Oh, he got hell. It's going to be close. I forgot he had that hell card. There we go. That's a good hold from him. So we got an 80-point lead. Silky Shark's looking good. He's going to lose some power though, isn't he? Yeah. A shame. Maybe I should have used him first. Pika. Oh, it's not as strong as I thought. Just do what we can do. 180 plus the buff. Oh, not too bad. Even with his Terminator, we are still doing okay. It's about neck and neck. Well played. I think we could be in a little bit of trouble. We are 36 behind. The best I can get is about 400 maybe. No, not even that. Let's have a look. Shark's giving us 212. What goes in the middle? 306. No, 351. Oh. Oh my word! He had no power left. Oh, he had nothing in his hand. Oh, Asthma. I'm not sure, but I think we just sneaked the win there. Anyhow, guys, that is my Great Flood deck. Like I said, I think you can build this a load of different ways. I think that mix of 10 and 8 is pretty good for this deck on 10 life and lands and 8 oceans and seas. But if you've got a better idea what to do with the Great Flood, do let me know. But I am liking the look of that, and I think it will work in most of our leagues. So anyhow, enjoy the game. We will be back soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.